Now, today we are going to see how we can open the SQL Server Management Studio and then go to the Start button and try to see where your Microsoft SQL Server. Go to search SQL Server Management Studio. So this is our SQL Server Management Studio. Click on it. The moment you click on it, it is going to open up on the screen, and you will see a pop-up screen coming up as SQL Server 2012 Management Studio, and then you have to wait for a couple of minutes to see this particular SQL Server Management Studio is opening up, and then you have to wait for 1 second, couple of seconds until it opens up. Then you're going to basically see the SQL Server opens up this way, and it is asking you for the server name here. So the server name is basically given as my computer name here. So here the server name would be the Microsoft server name, and here in the authentication you have Windows authentication and SQL Server authentication. What do you mean by the Windows authentication is when you can log into the SQL Server using this Windows user ID and password. So here my user ID is SAI. So I'm going to use, when I say Windows authentication, I'm going to log in with that user ID. But if I select SQL Server authentication, you need to have a user ID and password to access this SQL Server. So you have to type in the SQL Server user ID and password. So for now, what I'll do is I'll try to log in with Windows authentication and then click on connect. So here we are going to click on connect, and if you see, we have the screen came up this way, and if you are looking at this particular on the left hand side, this is called Object Explorer, and in the Object Explorer you see under there are different tabs, different folders, I would say, the databases, security, server objects, all these things. For now we'll look at expand the databases and click on the databases. If you see, these are all schemas, sales schema. So I would say this sales schema is the one which I am going to use right now, and I'm going to open it up. And if you see, this sales schema is going to have tables, views, synonyms, security, etc. So here we are going to have open up the tables and see the tables, employee names, sales. These are all the tables under this sales schema. So here, how do you open a new query window? So if you see here, when you click on this new query option, you will open up a new query window, or you can go here and click on file and then click on new, and then it is going to say query with current connection. So you're going to say click on this connection, new query window. So this query window comes up, and you're going to write the select statement. So the select statement would be, so what you're trying to do is, when you see this particular available databases tab, the master tab by default comes up. Master database is opens up with this new query window. If you want to use sales schema for all your queries, then what you have to do is you have to say use your sales database. So I'm going to say this is my sales and semicolon. When you write this statement and click on execute, obviously the tab on the left hand side master is going to change into your database. So execute it. I executed it and command completed successfully, and if you see here, the sales database is selected. So in this way, what we are going to do is we are going to let us select all the records from employee table. So I'm going to say select star from employee. So I'm going to drag and drop this table, or I can just type in the employee table. The moment I click on EMP, see my employee table is populated here. So I'm going to click on enter, and I'm going to click on execute. So the moment I click on execute, I can click on execute or F5, and I click on execute here, and it opens up all the records. So it has employee number, employee department, employee region, employee salary, and employee status, and then employee job and the price. So this is how you are going to query all the data in the table, from the table, in the SQL Server Management Studio. More in my next video. Thank you.